Hello students, welcome back to school. Last time we looked at the topic election, voter and voting process. This time I will continue with the topic family bond and living together as one family. We'll be looking at the meaning of family bond and cohesion. We'll be looking at the advantages of living together as a family. We'll also be looking at the importance of family reputation. Let us first of all start by looking at the meaning of family bond and cohesion.
This can be defined as a strong tie that recognizes and respects individual family members' rights. It is the emotional bonding that family members have towards one another. Members of particular family usually share mutual feelings of love and intimacy which pull them together or towards each other as a result of the bond and cohesion that is existing between them. Let us get to know need for bond and cohesion in the family setup. Amazing things can happen when family comes together to do things in common as a result of the bond and cohesion existing between them. There is nothing better than having a place you can call home where you feel loved, appreciated, and safe. Below are some of the major reasons why the family needs to be bonded. One of the first reasons is that family members get to learn how to listen and work together. We are looking at the major reason why families should bond together. When this is there, it enhances family members getting to learn from one another. The various talent and skills that one has is able to impart it on the other members of the family, and they also get to learn what it takes to listen to themselves, work together, and also find a common ground to agree where there is any issue of disagreement. The other one is communication between family members. It gets to improve. Most of the time you get to see some family members, they don't talk much, but when this bond is there, it gets to improve their communication level. It gets to make them to talk more and also get along better. Then children improve relationships and bond to their family members. And when it's also there, it helps the children to also build up their relationship and get to closer to their family members. Family bond reinforce mutual respect. Mutual respect that is also supposed to be between the family. It is through the family bond that respect is reinforced. The members learn to value one another and are less likely to hurt each other. So when there is bonding, they get to understand themselves, they get to understand the importance of themselves, so hurting themselves will likely not be there. It also encourages unity among family members. Family bonding helps to bring the family together. So when there is bonding, it helps to bring the family together. Even if they travel out, wherever they go, the interest of always coming back home will always be there. And number 8, which is the last one, it helps to reduce crime and substances abuse in children. Because there is this bond, the children get to depend on themselves, they get to talk to themselves. So the issues of getting involved in crime and getting involved in drugs abuse will be less. We now look at ways to build family bond and cohesion. One of the first way to build family bond and cohesion is at meal time, encourage your spouse and children to discuss what they plan to do, what problems they may be having, or whatever is on their mind. You must bring up things like this. You must allow them to engage in conversation. You must allow them to talk with you as the father. The children must be free with you. So with the mother, and so with themselves, they should be free with themselves to discuss and also bring forth whatsoever is the issue or challenge that they are having Some children might just not want to talk about it, but inside it will be eating them up. The other one is that if you drive your spouse and children to most of their destination, use those times to listen to them or plan games perfect for car trips. So all of this engagement has a way it helps the family to bond. Then at home, parents can ask children to help them to do chores and make a game of it. Another one is that plan an outing to the park together and plan games. Go on a nature hike and have a picnic together. Another one is that go to the museum and have everyone pick out a list of things they wish to see. Plan a meal made from new recipe or another culture. Set the table according to the cultural tradition and share a discussion about similarities and differences. Work on a project together that is easy for everyone to contribute. Motivate your children to discuss how their subject in school make contribution to the project easier. Then try and eat dinner together with no distractions such as televisions or phones. So all of this, when it is done, it's helped to build the family bond. We'll now look at factors that enhance good family relationship. Family relationship needs to be sustained by living healthy lives together, because the interests of every member should be considered to make everyone feel relevant and to keep the unit working together. Below are some factors. So one of the factors is that encouragement of positive values. Positive values as it can be things that you know can help the children to grow, can help them grow into becoming a man that the society will be proud of. All those are positive value, like reading, like engaging in debates and education, taking education seriously. This is the positive value that should be encouraged. Then sharing time together. Families should find out time to be together, to share time, to have time for themselves. All of these are factors that enhances good family relationship. Another one is working together towards a common goal. So you can set up a goal and every members of the family begin to work together to ensure that that goal is achieved. Another one is effective conflict resolution. Disagreement on issues should be resolved as quickly as possible. So there should be conflict resolution in the home. The father and the mother should be unbiased in dealing with issues. So when anything come up, the father should be straight up, addressing that issue without taking side with any of the children. Then being honest, having integrity, being loyal and sincere. All of this also have a weight. It helps the family to bond. And these are factors actually that makes a good family relationship. Then involvement of the children in making decisions to develop the attitude of responsibility and accountability. So the parent can also leave the children to look into issues and take decision, while the parent will just act as a kind of a supervisor. When something come up in the home, the father can leave the child or the children to decide on what needs to be done. Then if there's any need for adjustment, the parent can do that. Then the other one is that being responsible for and to one another. So the children must learn what it takes to be responsible to themselves and also to one another. We'll now look at conditions necessary for living together in a family. One of the conditions is understanding. So the family members must get to understand themselves, must get to understand what irritates the other person, and everybody must work together to ensure that everybody progresses on the ground of understanding. Another one is cooperation. So all of them must join their hands together. They must work in understanding to achieving a common goal. Then adaptation is another thing. All family members must also come together to adjust whenever the need arises. Another one is individual role play. So every members of the family must play their role. So if what you need to do is to fix the house, is to sweep, is to wash the plate, all of this must be done. You must not leave your role for another person to take care of. Then mutual respect. Everybody must understand that respect, as they say, is reciprocal. So when you give one, there's every tendency that one gives back to you. So everybody must share it. Everybody must also respect themselves. Another thing is disciplinary measures. It must be proper disciplinary measures in place to kind of deal with the ones who will want to, for one reason or the other, behave otherwise, so that will also check others who are having same attitude, and also can bring them in line. That is actually the responsibility of the parents, to ensure that every children in the home are up and doing. Another one is advantages of living together in a family. First advantage you have when you live together as a family is protection. Everybody feel protected, because if you are with your brothers and sisters, every one of them are around you, you actually feel that nobody can come to hurt you or do you any wrong to you in the presence of your brother or your sister. So that feeling of being protected is there. Another thing is happiness. You feel happy. Most of the time you get very excited, see your brothers or your sister whenever they're at home. It helps you to want to kind of have fun with them. Another one is unity. It also brings unity amidst the family. The other one is education. You get to learn from your brother. Assuming you are a young boy still in secondary school, you have a brother who is in the university, he gets to impart you with some knowledge that is not presently at your own reach. What is happening at the higher education, he could share some with you. Another one is basic necessity of life. So you get to also start having those basic necessity of life. Sometimes your younger ones could share with you, sometimes your parents. But there's always an access when you live together in a family. The other one is good social and moral behavior. So you get to learn some basic thing about how you should behave, both socially and morally. Another thing is good name. It keeps the name and reputation of the family. That actually will not take us to family reputation. Family reputation. What is actually family reputation? This actually can be seen as the general opinion or judgment of the public about a particular family. It is the way a family is viewed by the people and by members of the community, and the way these people think about a family. It can also be the estimation in which family is commonly held, whether favorable or not. Many families attach great importance to what people say or think about them and their culture. They want to maintain good character and protect their name from being dragged into the mud. So these are actually what family reputation is all about. It's something the people know, or the public know, about a particular family. And if it is in the good interest, most family will do all they can to ensure they protect them, that particular family, to remain in the good interest of the public. Now look at the importance of good family reputation. One of the importance of good family reputation is that good name in the family setup. So there will be a name that will almost look like a signature to the family. So wherever they go, whenever that name is mentioned, people get to know exactly what the family stand for. And most of the time could also give the children entrance into some places that other people might be turned down when that family actually has stood for a very long time for what is right. The other one is that respect from other members of the community. Other members of the community begin to look up to such a family. They begin to start wishing that they are from that family, or that they are one or members of such a family. It builds high esteem in the family members. The family members begin to start seeing themselves as one that look like a gold amidst others, because of the way the public perceive them, because of the way the public see them. It also have a way it helps them to kind of carry themselves in a kind of level that ordinarily would not have been there. Another thing is high standard of living. Most of such reputation is often the time built by parents who have money, who have a lot to to take care of the children, and as such the children will not have any reason why they should get involved in anything that will bring ruin or bad name to the family, because almost everything they need would have been at their own reach. So another one is that ready and willing assistance. Because of that name that they stood for, they easily get assistance from anybody. Everywhere they go, when their name is mentioned, there is always person who is out there that want to support or render them with the assistance or help that they are looking for. This actually is all about family, as it were, looking at family bond and living together as a family.
This is all we can take for this class. I will continue from here in my next class. See you in my next class.